Hi, my name is Trevor Cutmore. Welcome to my building site. So this is where my company, MTC Properties, have built 6 houses. There's 3 in the front and 3 in the back. And we are now getting to the final stages to where they're getting built. So that's really exciting. Now we've got kitchens going into this one, well, all of these 3. And in there, they're still getting preparation done. And as you know, that preparation with opportunity leads to great success. Welcome. So this is halfway through the project. We've already got the foundations in. Initially they were strip foundation. We had to take that out and we had to do piling. As you can see from that first property, there's a block and beam. All of the damp proofing's been done, and what I like about this video is you can clearly see that these are timber framed houses. Now when I turned up to do the video on this day, unfortunately the guys didn't have their yellow jackets on, so they were spoken to and they never missed it after this. But it was such good footage, I wanted to catch it. And this here, as you can see, they are throwing up those tiles. They are really heavy roof tiles. They do a solid job, and when you see the finished product, you'll see it looks fantastic. But look, very important whenever you're working with builders, look at their site. If it's untidy, don't go with them. This is a very tidy site. Looking down on the footprint of 3 houses down into the block and beam. I hope you enjoyed this part. Here's the red Leicester weathered brick. Look at that. And what are the slates? I can never remember the slates on the roof.
They're a ribbon Edgemere.
A ribbon Edgemere. There you go, one of them. Yeah, and because these are timber frame houses, all right, we don't have windows, we keep it timbered, all right, so they're never going to be able to see outside. That is rubbish, by the way, Cash. You're looking at me like you're taking come in. We've got the staircases in, all right, so it's really simple. It's a kitchen at the front, living space here, downstairs toilet, and the stairs go up here, all right. And yeah, mind your feet, that's why we don't have too many people in it. The interesting thing is, and Joe, I have to tell you, I've been at Wales looking at properties with a load of people, and you know when you do the stairs, and we have that little slanted bit in that room which we've built up, we've made a nice thing. The amount of properties that I saw, and in the bedrooms they just left the slanty bit, which you can't do anything with. Yeah, exactly this. So he builds out there, and I just said let's do a little wardrobe. You'll see it on the other ones when we go up. Here you can clearly see that it's timber framed house. Inside there's the timber room separated out, and it's all then secured with different types of plasterboard which are color coded. So you do have fire resistant, you have damp moisture resistant and acoustic to make sure that the sound levels are down, and that's all put in according to the current regulations to keep people safe. The interesting thing is you've got vents. So there was this thing about gas. They wanted a survey for £2,000. We said, look, let's forget that, and we'll put a membrane in anyway. That's cost around about £3.5 grand. But imagine if we had the survey and then come and do it. It's silly. But you see the vents there, so it's like a telescope. It goes underneath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Is that for radar?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they can suffer some.
Yeah, so we're not putting any grass here at all. So this is going to be a back garden, okay? So those ones have their carports in front. These have their carports at the side there, with the site offices. This is back garden, and then you've got a front garden for the next ones, which we'll show. So with this site, we've actually put 600 mil of stone underneath, and that's to stop anyone digging and planting vegetables there because of gas, radon gas, any other gases that may be present on the site. And this was a stipulation in the planning. As we go into the properties, these aren't the doors. I've chosen the doors. I'm taking people in here, and I'm talking about how I have chosen the kitchen lines, the appliances, what I want to do, such as the ovens and the hobs are going to be Bosch. Most of the other stuff will be Indeset, but good quality appliances. If you're trying to save, it's not good, really. You will achieve the value by putting in the right appliances to the value that you're trying to get. That's a very, very good lesson. As you can see, these are the back houses. They don't have the bay, but still they're well lit, so the size of the windows are very important. I do see lots of properties that they don't give the maximum light, and that's something which is a problem in many builds. I can see that. This is all planned out. Obviously behind that gentleman in the middle there is where the fuse board is for the internal side. As we go through here, I put very good quality doors, and I will show you the latches. The latches are something, one of my pet favorite things. But again, as you come in to the right hand side, there is a downstairs cloakroom, a toilet, hand basin with fan. That's very, very important, and all these things planning from the very start. As you go through, you can see at this stage we've done all of the plastering, and it's already a nice blank slate. So you got all the damp proofing done, the floor is ready to go in, and you can see everything is nicely done. As you come past this cameraman, he's probably going to show you toilets on the left hand side, coming through into the main living room where the stairs have gone up. We've got French doors at the back. So look, this is not a huge house, but it's very, very nice, and people are very attracted to these properties because of the location. And as we know, location is everything if you want to sell houses, and that's one of the most important things that I'm actually showing people and demonstrating. The location is perfect to what we want to achieve. So if we go upstairs now, and you know, the quality of the finishes are very, very important. You can see we go upstairs and you're faced with a bathroom, which we can't see too much in, it's very dark. This is the main bedroom, a 2-bed property, where when you go in, you can see you put the bed at one end, plenty of room, bedside tables. The other side, on the other side of the door, you can put wardrobes and chest of drawers. Very comfortable, no problem at all. There's even one lady who's interested in taking a property, and she's asked if we can sort out fitted bedroom units, which would probably make it much nicer if you're going to be there long term, and it would maximize the amount of space because you can use the cupboards over the top of the bed, and so you could maximize your storage, etc., which would be very, very good and very handy. Now the windows are very, very important. They're good quality. They have what are called trickle vents at the top, which is a UK regulation, because the properties are so efficient that they don't let much hot air escape. They have to have these trickle vents to make sure that condensation doesn't happen. So that allows the free flow of air coming in and out, and so it balances the property. Now it doesn't make it any cooler, but it certainly does help. Now, as I said, you will see the bathroom later on. It has a bath, a shower, a toilet, the hand basin, and an automatic light. Now this is going into the back bedroom. It's a 1-bed. It's much bigger than it looks with this particular camera I'm using on that day. But this is where you've got this cupboard here. It's a built-in wardrobe that I've put in there to get rid of that piece of ground that the staircase steals out of the bedroom, which is one of my pet hates, and that is when you have that slanty bit that no one ever uses it. Now you can go from one side of the room across, and you can very much make it a bed, solid bed. You can even put a couple of cupboards underneath. I didn't want to do any of that. I just made it a built-in wardrobe. It has a clothes rail and a shelf on top, and it's plenty big enough. And again, we got good sized windows that opens everything up, and so you can have great light. And I say these are hugely energy efficient properties. So I hope you like the tour of this house. So have a look at the outside, and you can see it's so important. I can't go on about it enough. Clean, tidy site tells you a lot about the builders. So many people say, how do you select them? Look how they treat their site. If it's nice and kept tidy, you know they're going to be doing a good job. Very, very important. Now, what about the doors? I told you about the doors. I chose them And here they are. I hope you like my doors. Look at this. This is partly finished, not all the way there, but stuff's going in, and you can see as I'm going round, it's very different. Looking really good. Come and have a look upstairs. You see carpet's not on, flooring's not down. Here's a look at the bathroom. Look, you see we've got, and there's the shower there so you can get in, and the bedrooms you can see are getting painted. The doors are on. Lots to still go on, but I'm sure you're going to enjoy this, and you're going to get a treat now coming up. And so watch out, because as you can see, the last little bit in that bedroom coming outside of the wardrobe, watch this last bit.